Hello, my favorite people of the internet. My name is Elizabeth, and welcome back to the Owlery. Today is like one of my favorite videos of the year. It is all of the books that I am most excited for coming out in 2017. Now, of course, you guys know how this video works. I'm going to start chronologically with January and move throughout the rest of the year. I actually only have books going through like July, and then I have one November release that I know of. And then in June or July, I'm going to have my anticipated releases for the second half of 2017. But for right now, let's just go ahead and get started with the list of books that I have today. The first book I am excited for comes out January 3rd, and it is Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken. This is the sequel to Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, which was released in January of this year and is about time travel, and I'm so excited. I am also highly anticipating Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, which comes out January 10th. This is the sequel to, of course, Truth Witch, and I actually need to read Truth Witch before this one comes out because I forgot a lot of the details about it, but I know that I really liked the magic system, as you could tell from my favorite magic systems video that I put up a little while ago. I will put that in the eye if you guys would like to check that out. But this was a really great world building magic system world, and I'm just so excited to dive back into it. Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth comes out January 17th, and I'm anticipating this a little bit less now that I've heard some of the controversy about it. And basically, to make a long story short, there was a lot of controversy around Carve the Mark and how the book portrayed people of color as savages or less than human. From what I understand, again, I haven't read the book, so I'm not really 100% clear on the facts of it, but I do believe that people should read a book and create their own opinion on it and, establish what their feelings are about the controversy. So I'm definitely going to read this book because I have been anticipating it for a while. And then also the curiosity surrounding the what's going on with the controversial plot. I really want to read this just to see if I can create my own opinion and see what I think about what's going on with the plot. Wires and Nerve comes out January 31st, and this is the very first graphic novel that Marissa Meyer is publishing for the Lunar Chronicles series, and it is all about Aiko, who is the, android bot that kind of helps Cinder, and I'm really, really excited about this. I believe it's, all about Aiko before Cinder was around, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I'm really excited to find out. The sequel to Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes, Blood of Wonderland, comes out January 31st, and I actually haven't read Queen of Hearts yet. I'm pretty sure that I need to read the first book of the series in order for it to qualify for this list, but I just read Heartless, and I am on a huge Alice in Wonderland retelling kick, so I need both of these books in my life, and once the second one comes out, probably January 31st, I'm going to read them both back to back because I'm just really, really excited about diving into this world. I actually read the first two chapters of Queen of Hearts when I first got it for the Try the Chapter tag, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really excited to see if I enjoy both of the rest of the books. The sequel to Red Queen and Glass Sword, King's Cage, comes out February 7th. And I wasn't a big fan of Glass Sword when it came out earlier this year. I was actually really disappointed in it. The main character got really annoying, but I've read the first two books in this trilogy, and I am determined to finish it out and read the last one, and I'm really hoping that this third one has a good ending to this trilogy. The sequel to The Girl from Everywhere, The Ship Beyond Time, comes out February 28th. And of the two ship time travel books that I read this year, Passenger and The Girl from Everywhere, this one was like my favorite. I loved that they could just go to any time period that they wanted to, and they needed the maps, and I just felt like it was a lot more historically accurate, and I just really enjoyed this one a lot better. Also, the love story and the controversy and what was going on in this whole book, I enjoyed a lot more than Passenger, even though I did like them a lot, in their own right. I liked this one a tad bit more, so I'm really excited to find out about this one. Also, the cover is just gorgeous, and I cannot wait to have it on my shelf. The sequel to Rebel of the Sands, Traitor to the Throne, comes out March 7th, and I honestly have no idea where this story is going. The last book kind of ended on a cliffhanger, but I feel like it could have been the end of just like a standalone novel, and I was a little disappointed when it didn't end up that way, but I'm nervous and excited to see where it's going. I'm curious enough to read the second book, obviously, and I've got the first one on my shelf, so I definitely need to read the second one. The sequel to Flawed, called Perfect, comes out April 4th. And Flawed was a fantastic dystopian that I am really, really excited to see where the rest of the story goes. It left off on a huge cliffhanger, and I just am so interested to see what happens to our main character. I need this book, like, right now, as soon as possible. I cannot wait to have it. Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis comes out April 11th, and I am really, really excited for it. I'm going to read the first couple sentences of the description. It says, Kosa is given to the sea, a girl born to be fed to the water, her flesh preventing a wave like the one that destroyed the kingdom of Still in days of old. So it sounds kind of like an Atlantis retelling. I don't think it really is meant to be that, but it has like that Atlantis type feel, and based on the rest of the description, I'm really excited to find out what this is all about. The cover, I think, is gorgeous, and I've never read a Mindy McGinnis book, but a lot of my friends really enjoy her, so I'm excited to give this one a go. A Court of Wings and Ruin comes out May 2nd, and I cannot be more excited. This is probably going to be one of the few books that I pre-order in 2017. I'm just really, really excited for this one to come out. A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury were fabulous, and I'm not that 100% sold on the A Court of Wings and Ruin title. And the fact that it spells ACOWAR is having me like these really bad feelings about what's going to happen with the book, but I have high hopes, and I am really looking forward to this one, to get back into the world with Feyre and Tamlin and all the other people, and I cannot wait. Renee Ahdieh is bae, so I'm so excited for A Flame in the Mist, which comes out May 2nd as well. I'm not exactly sure what this book is about, but I know that Renee Ahdieh has amazing writing, so this has to be good. And it has Japanese or Asian lore mixed in there. And our main character, Mariko, who's the daughter of a prominent samurai, and I know that she's got some alchemist powers and stuff, so this just sounds fantastic, and I'm really excited to get back into Renee Ahdieh's just beautiful imagery and writing style. The sequel to The Summoner and the Inquisition by Tara Matharu, The Battle Mage, comes out on May 9th. The first book in the series was absolutely fantastic, and while the second book suffered a little bit from second book syndrome, I'm hoping that the third and final book in this trilogy is going to wow me. The sequel to Anti-Darken by Kiersten White, called Now I Rise, comes out on June 27th. And while I was very unimpressed with Anti-Darken, I was going through a huge slump, so I think that might have had something to do with it. So I'm going to give Now I Rise a try, because Anti-Darken should have been my favorite book of the year. It's historical fiction. It's got a badass female character. It has LGBTQ characters. There's a lot of things that I love in a fantasy historical fiction book, and I really, really wanted to love it. But I'm pretty sure that because I was slumping, I didn't enjoy it. So I'm gonna give Now I Rise a chance. I'm going to go in with low expectations so that hopefully I find out that I actually really, really love this story. Two books are coming out on my birthday this year: Because You Love to Hate Me, which is edited by Amory and is a huge collection of stories from a ton of different young adult authors who are collabing with booktubers, and I think that that is so cool, and I'm so excited for it. And the cover for it was released a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just dying. I cannot wait for this. The fact that it's coming out on my birthday is just making me like so happy. I know what I'm getting me for my own birthday present, but it's all about villains, and I cannot wait for this. This is going to be really, really good, you guys. And the second one is Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Now, you guys might have known that originally, Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings were releasing Zenith in like sections, and so you could spend $2.99 and get the first fifth of the book, and then a couple months later they're going to read the second section, then the third and the fourth. It was really released in sections on Amazon, and the first section of their book that they released earlier this year got, like, I guess it had really, really good reviews and was a lot more popular than they thought, but it got picked up by a publisher, and so they're going to be publishing the entire book as a whole in print form on July 11th of 2017. So I read the first installment of it and I enjoyed it. I'm hoping that it gets cleaned up a little bit now that it has a publisher, that a publisher is going to pick it up and clean it up a little bit more than it was, because I could definitely tell that it needed a little bit more editing and a little bit more, polishing to kind of, for lack of a better word. So I'm really excited for this one to come out and for it to be amazing, because it was good on its own, but I think having a publisher to kind of tweak it is going to make it amazing. The third and final book in the Senator's Daughter series by Melinda Salisbury does not have a release date yet, but it is called The Scarecrow Queen, and the cover is gorgeous. I'm so excited for this. I'm a huge fan of Melinda Salisbury, and the first two books in this series were fantastic. I cannot wait to read them. I'm hoping that we get a release date soon. Marie Lu is coming out with a new book called Warcross, which also does not have a release date yet. But the description, I think they're going to be coming out with a better description hopefully soon, closer to the release date. But the description that they have right now is 2 teenage bounty hunters are hired by a young billionaire to catch a hacker in the world's most phenomenally popular virtual reality video game. And so I am hoping that this is going to be very like Ready Player One, and I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait. I can't wait to get a book cover for this one or a release date, and I'm just so excited. This is probably one of the books that I am most excited for in 2017. Alright guys, I'm sorry if this video was like terribly long. Let me know down in the comments below what book you are absolutely most anticipating in 2017. I think I'll find a lot of books to be adding to my Goodreads once I get some of your comments. And check out my description for where you can find all of my links to my social media. And if you want to watch my most recent video, you can click right there. Or if you would like to subscribe, you can click right there. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!